is our history, in a nutshell, from 1775 to 1838, the westward expansion. So, we are going to start over here in 1775. We had the American Revolution going on, and the American Revolution was what? Sean?
We were independence
Yes, we were claiming our independence from Britain. We were fighting them, and in 1776 here we signed the
Declaration of Independence.
excellent, good. So I needed your help here. Okay. Ooh, so now while that was going on in 1775, move this out of here. Daniel Boone, at the same time that we were fighting for independence, Daniel Boone was busy trekking across the what mountains?
Appalachian Mountains.
Good, and he widened the oh, excellent, Cumberland Gap. And when he widened the Cumberland Gap, that made way for more pioneers to settle. Yes, right, good, excellent. So that was going on at the same time the American Revolution was going on. The Declaration, as that was being signed, we had, what are those people called? Pioneer, very good. Those pioneers moving west, so now we're starting to go across the Appalachian Mountains. Excellent. Oh, and 1787, we had signed the Northwest Ordinance up here, right in that general area, and the Northwest Ordinance meant, what was that?
It gave us the right to claim in the Northwest Territory.
Yeah, it gave us the right to claim and settle in the Northwest Territory. Meanwhile, while we were claiming the right to settle up in the Northwest Territory over here, bless you, what else was happening in 1787? We were writing the Constitution, right? So we had the Constitution going on here. We're writing the Constitution. Wow, all this was going on. So we were expanding west and working on some politics here, like signing the Constitution. Ooh, that's pretty exciting. Okay, so now we started moving west. Now we're moving into 1792 here. And Kentucky was the, anybody remember which state that was? Yeah, excellent. The 15th state, but it was the first state
West of the
Appalachian Mountains. Yeah, west of the Appalachian Mountains. Good. So that was 1792. Ooh, love this. 1803. Well, we purchased this big chunk of land here. This is my estimation of what it looked like there. And that was called the
Louisiana Territory.
The Louisiana Territory. Louisiana Territory. Also known as the
Louisiana Purchase.
The Louisiana Purchase. Anybody remember which president got the seal of the deal?
Oh,
yeah.
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, good job. So we bought this huge chunk of land. Anybody remember about how many square miles it was? About how many? No. Anybody remember, Jack?
800,000 square miles.
Right, over 800,000 square miles. Excellent, good. So we bought all of this land from, who?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Right, and what country was he from?
France.
Good. Why did he need the money?
To pay for the war.
What
that
war?
they just had.
With?
England.
Oh, good. Excellent. Good. So it was a seal of the deal. Napoleon Bonaparte had to get rid of this because he needed the money. So we got that. There's our Louisiana Purchase right there. So we have all this land. Now we have to go send a couple guys out there to go explore and say, hey, this is what we just bought, because we really didn't know what we just bought. Who are those two guys called?
Meriwether Lewis and William Clark.
Good, good. And that was in 1804. So that was almost a 2-year expedition, 1804 to 1806. And that explored the northern area of Louisiana Territory. But then we had this other guy here. What was his name?
Zebulon Pike.
Zebulon Pike.
Zebulon Montgomery Pike.
Oh, very good. Zebulon Montgomery Pike. And he explored in 1806 more of the southwestern portion of the Louisiana Territory. But we had all kinds of problems. There was some conspiracy theories going on there. We talked about that.
Illegal expedition.
Yeah, kind of an illegal expedition, yeah, because who didn't know about it, which would be pretty important.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson and the War Department did not know about it. So anyway, so we moved from 1806. You guys really remember your history. Great job. Now we've skipped 6 years here, and we've gone over here to 1812, and that's what we're working on right now in history, 1812. War of 1812, what was that about? What were a couple reasons for that? John?
Well, it was an impressment from Britain.
Impressment? Because the British soldiers, okay, our Navy, yeah.
The Indians.
Yeah, what about the Native Americans, the Indians?
We were pushing them west, and they weren't happy about it, so they made an alliance with Britain. Yeah, they made an alliance with Britain, and they went to war.
Excellent, good. So we were pushing the Native Americans west, so they made an alliance with Great Britain to fight us. But then, of course, one of the battles which we talked about, where a very important tribal leader died, Nikki?
The Battle of Thames is where Tecumseh died.
For the Battle of Thames is where Tecumseh died. And what do we know about Tecumseh? Bonnie?
Tecumseh was in the Shawnee tribe, and he was the one who stood up and wanted everyone to, wanted all the Indian tribes to go together and try to fight off the Americans.
Excellent, good. And so when he died, then what kind of happened there? Ethan?
Well, the Native Americans didn't want to have an alliance with Britain, and I found out that Tecumseh had a brother named Tenskwatawa, who was a religious leader.
Oh, excellent. I didn't know that. Very good. So that was the War of 1812. Those were two reasons, main reasons why we fought the War of 1812. Does anybody know how the War of 1812 ended? I mean, there were a bunch of battles. We studied that. We're doing this in a nutshell. But there was a treaty. It was a treaty of...
The Treaty of Ghent.
Good.
Which is a town in France.
Yes, the Treaty of Ghent, which was a town in Belgium. So that's up to 1812 here. Then we talked a little bit about the Indian, well, actually we talked a lot about the Indian Removal Act, not map, we're jumping a bunch of years ahead, in 1830. And we know that the Indian Removal Act, what exactly did we do here, Joe?
Well, we moved the Indians westward. Like, yeah, we were just removing them from where they lived. We wanted them to move like hundreds of miles west.
Right, do you know west of what river?
Mississippi.
Good. We wanted them to move west of the Mississippi. Good. And since we could do that, we ended up clearing up how much land for white settlement, Jack?
25 million square miles.
Yeah, 25 million square miles of land that we were able to clear. And then in 1838, the government forced the rest of the Cherokee and the Indians who did not move before then west of the Mississippi. So that's kind of where we are right now in history. Now, on our map here, I have a little red line, and this is going to be 1821. And we're going to start right now in our history textbook with 1821, and we're going to do a little interactive reading with that. And we'll put this on hold here.